Opinions always lead to bondage and slavery. Jesus told us, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
That's right.
I love the T-shirts. Look what he brought us.
Came with some cool ones.
College, not a daycare.
You've seen the classic college T-shirt? Slightly modified.
The A is the safety pin.
That's
not
right.
a daycare.com.
I'll be wearing it.
A lot of academics, the elites, the smarter than thous, are self-deceived. But there are some that recognize that they've created a monster and it's turning around to bite them. And they're frightened by it. This angry red face of a 19 and 21-year-old protesting on the campus green at Berkeley. And they recognize that it's anything but classical liberalism. And the answer is you return to teaching truth with a capital T. You don't celebrate opinions. You actually hire faculty that know 2 + 2 is 4. And if they don't teach that, you fire them and go get someone else who'll teach it that way. It's not just mathematics, it's morality.
It's an interesting book called Not a Daycare. Dr. Piper's the author of it. It's amazing stuff. The devastating consequences of abandoning truth. Dr. Piper's here with us. Glad to see you. Thank you.
I'm honored to be here, Pat. Thank you.
All right, you lay bare the truth of what's going on in colleges. What is it? A guy comes in as a freshman. What is he being exposed to? Or is he a snowflake? We have to protect him from all these evil influences. What is it?
We've lost the desire to teach what's true. We now give degrees and opinions rather than actually learning something, and this is absurd. What kind of academic freedom is that? Mm-hmm. You know, Jesus told us that you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Opinions always lead to bondage and slavery, and truth sets us free.
Even Christian colleges are not immune. Dr. Everett Piper, president of Oklahoma Wesleyan University, writes about it in his new book, Not a Daycare, The Devastating Consequences of Abandoning Truth.
Do you think the students are a bit confused at what the civil rights fight looks like?
Absolutely. In other words, you can't have justice without a judge. And you can't have a book without an author. You can't have a painting without a painter. The students have been taught that it doesn't matter what you believe as long as it works for you. It's narcissism to the max. They gaze into the pool, the image of their iPhone, their Facebook, their social media. They construct their own reality, their own morality, their own ideas. And if you don't agree with their conclusions, you are a bigot, you're a hater. You are the problem.
I mean, this really sticks out. What is your message to these snowflake millennials that you talk to?
Well, my message not only to the snowflakes, but to all of our country, all of our culture, is that ideas matter. And when you teach good ideas, you get good culture, good country, good community, good government, good kids. When you teach bad ideas, you get the opposite, garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in, garbage out. Abraham Lincoln once said the philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation becomes the philosophy of government in the next.
Is there anything that you see on college campuses today that gives you hope?
There are a handful, and literally I mean it, a handful of colleges left that actually believe that truth is revealed by God. It's a self-evident truth endowed to us by our Creator, as opposed to postmodern constructs where you make it up and I make it up as we go. Right. There are a handful left, and if parents would ask the right questions, what's your view of truth, what's your view of Scripture, be quiet and listen as they're shopping for a college, they will find those institutions, and it's that institution that you should pay for, and you shouldn't waste your money on any other.
Say that when you wrote the op-ed, lots more people came to you, seeking you out. They wanted advice, and I wonder, was the problem worse than you even knew?
You know, I'm an academic. This is my industry, and I would claim that my industry created this monster. We caused this problem, again, by the lousy ideas we've been teaching for several decades. We're getting lousy results right now in the public square on our colleges and even in our corporations, a la this Google story. So no, I'm not surprised to see the problem, but what I do think we need to recognize is the degree of the problem. What we have right now is ideological fascism in the academy, in the ivory tower, in the colleges and universities, rather than academic freedom.